Imagine a leviathan born from a supernova, skin of hammered moonlight, a heart that hums like distant thunder, and a presence that hushes a city when it glides by. Stepping toward the 2026 Lexus LX 800h feels like approaching a ritual, not merely to be seen, but to be witnessed, as if a dream machine learned the grammar of royalty and then rewrote it in metal and shadow. Exterior design. From any angle, the 2026 Lexus LX 800h announces itself like a sculptural myth. The proportions are voluminous without vulgarity, a long hood, compact greenhouse, and muscular haunches that promise both authority and balance. The grille, an architectural centerpiece, sits like a crown, its mesh pattern catching light in a way that makes the bonnet read as a single, continuous plane. Headlights are slim, jewel-like slits that slice the night and fold seamlessly into creased fenders. Daytime running lights sketch a signature that reads Lexus from a mile away. Wheels range from stately 20-inch alloys to bold 22-inch forged options, each spoke composition chosen to temper the LX 800h's mass with visual agility. Subtle aerodynamic cues, underbody vanes, a roof spoiler that tucks into the rear pillar, and sculpted rocker panels, are quietly functional, smoothing airflow while preserving the SUV's monumental stance. On the road, the LX 800h carries itself like a monarch, deliberate, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. Interior overview. Open the door and the world tightens to a cabin of purposeful luxury. The dashboard on the 2026 Lexus LX 800h is a horizontal theater. Layered leather, micro-stitched seams, and satin finish trims that catch ambient light just so. The driver sits behind a wheel that is perfectly weighted, a tactile instrument with thumb pads and a satisfying leather wrap that invites command. Instrumentation blends analog warmth and digital clarity. Large center displays nestle inside an elegant bezel while a crisp, customizable driver cluster sits immediately in the sightline. Materials are selected like poetry: semi-aniline hides, soft-touch polymers, and metal accents with a tactile coolness under the fingertips. Controls are arranged in a driver-focused arc. Ergonomics suggests that everything the driver needs was anticipated and placed with reverence. Ambient lighting pours warmth into cabin corners and accentuates contour lines, turning every night drive into a cinematic vignette. Rear cabin and passenger comfort. The rear cabin of the 2026 Lexus LX 800h is where Lexus translates grandeur into genuine comfort. Legroom is expansive in both second and optional third-row configurations, letting adults settle without apology. The second row can be configured as captain's chairs for an airplane lounge feeling or a bench for a family convoy. Either way, contours cradle bodies while heating, cooling, and massage functions make long distances trivial. Materials continue rearward: soft leather, quilted panels, and deep, reassuring armrests. Storage is generous: door pockets, seat back trays, and a cavernous cargo area behind the third row with a load floor engineered for both ease and durability. Unique touches: retractable shades, dedicated climate controls, and refined cup holder architecture, elevate the rear cabin from mere transport space to a portable retreat. Performance. Beneath the sculpted hood, the 2026 Lexus LX 800h claims a hybrid heart tuned for both serenity and thrust. Lexus's recent flagship LX hybrids deliver strong combined outputs, pairing a twin-turbocharged V6 with electric assistance to produce a potent mix of horsepower and vast torque, yielding rapid on-road acceleration and effortless cruising. The result is a vehicle that merges sumptuous refinement with purposeful performance. The LX 800h launches with composure, vaults past highway merges with calm authority, and feels nimble for its size when the road tightens. Braking is muscular and confidence-inspiring, giving the driver a sense of absolute control. Steering is weighted for comfort rather than razor-sharp sportiness, but chassis tuning and adaptive dampers help the LX 800h reconcile the disparate demands of urban polish and capable, composed corners. Supporting technical figures for the LX hybrid's power and torque are reflected in Lexus's Hybrid LX documentation and independent reporting. Sound experience. If driving emotion were measured in sound, the 2026 Lexus LX 800h writes a low, noble hymn. The engine note, when coaxed, adds a layered, mechanical timbre beneath a velvet cabin. It is not a shout but a controlled proclamation. Electric assist smooths the onset of torque, reducing vibration and producing a near-silent thrust at low speeds, while higher revs reveal a rounded, throaty character that is surprisingly musical for a luxury SUV. Lexus has tuned cabin acoustics meticulously. Laminated glass, thick insulation, and tuned resonators keep wind and road noise at bay, making the interior a hush box where the only amplified sounds are the soft exhale of the HVAC system and the quiet confidence of the drivetrain. The audio system, when present as the upgrade Mark Levinson package, turns the cabin into a concert hall. clear, dynamic, and capable of nuance. Technology and innovation. Technology in the 2026 Lexus LX 800h reads as thoughtful futurism rather than gimmick. Infotainment centers on a generous central screen with crisp graphics and intuitive menus. The system supports wireless smartphone integration, multiple user profiles, and cloud-based navigation updates. The instrument cluster is configurable, letting drivers emphasize maps, performance metrics, or classic gauges. Lexus has woven advanced driver assistance features into the LX 800h, including adaptive cruise functionality, lane-keeping aids, and a proactive steering assist that gently counters drift. The hybrid system itself is an innovation. Waterproofing and resilience features allow for extended excursions and robust off-road capability, while the system's architecture provides portable power solutions for remote needs. These elements combine to make the LX 800h feel not just contemporary, but slightly ahead of its time. Ride and comfort. Ride quality is a central doctrine here. The LX 800h's suspension soaks up urban imperfections with a buoyant, composite gait. At speed, the adaptive dampers firm up to preserve body control without sacrificing the smoothness that luxury buyers expect. Long journeys feel shorter because the seats, climate systems, and NVH suppression work in unison to protect the passengers from fatigue. Ergonomics are civilized, switchgear is tactile, visibility is excellent for a vehicle of this scale, and the climate system quickly settles the cabin to a desired temperature with consistent airflow distribution. Fuel economy and efficiency. Hybridization in the LX 800h is not a mere marketing badge, it meaningfully improves real-world usability by delivering stronger low-end torque and improved efficiency over a pure gasoline setup. Real-world combined fuel usage lands in a range better than non-hybrid V6 competitors while preserving the LX's towing and carrying capabilities, which makes the hybrid a pragmatic choice for those who want both luxury and sensible consumption. For drivers prioritizing long-distance comfort and moderate operating costs, the hybrid LX balances the ledger between performance and economy. Official combined MPG figures and hybrid output are publicly documented in Lexus materials and industry reviews. Pros and cons. Pros. Monumental presence with refined detailing and premium materials. Hybrid drivetrain that adds torque and improved real-world efficiency. Exceptionally quiet cabin and a high-end audio experience. Thoughtful driver assistance and resilient hybrid architecture for adventurous use. Seating flexibility and genuinely comfortable rear accommodations. Cons. Size can be unwieldy in tight urban environments. Price premium places it in a rarefied ownership bracket. Steering favors comfort over sporty feedback, which may disappoint drivers seeking razor-sharp handling. Complex hybrid systems can be pricier to repair outside warranty in some regions.